Okay, unboxing video. This box is from Garrett, and I already took out some stuff, just some yucca leaves. I'm gonna try to see what I can do on the yucca leaves later. I can soak these in water and try to extract some of these fibers, but I'm allergic to this stuff usually. We shall see. Yeah. Okay, so what is it? It looks like a bunch of different. Oh, let's see. This looks pretty good. Let me just sample all this stuff. I don't want to try to guess what it is because I'll be wrong. It looks like chalcedony, which is a type of knappable stone. Probably will improve with heat. That's kind of tough. Yeah. It looks a little tough. Yep. It looks kind of cracked in some areas. Interesting stuff, though. It'll be interesting to see what I can get from it. Ooh, internal defect warning. Should have come with a warning. Yeah. Let's see. I did not see that crack. I see another one near here. I saw another one earlier through here. Anyways, that's good to know. Yeah, I'll have to chip this down more. Remove a lot more flakes before I try heat treating it. Yeah, it's more like an agate, right? It feels really tough. All right, let's go. Let's see what else we got. But it has nice translucency. It feels similar to alabates, that kind of stuff. Alabates is agatized dolomite, so this is probably an agate or something like that. This is interesting. I'm using a very old bopper for this, since I don't know exactly how tough this stuff is. So I'm going to use my bopper I don't mind ruining. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? There's a natural crack in here, right in through there. So I should try to open that up. It might not work. That's a sweet piece. This looks like a little bit better quality stuff right here than the other one. It really bangs this up. See that? Oh yeah, it's a higher grade than the other one. I don't know. I don't know where to hit it. Unusual for me. Yeah, it'll probably improve a lot with heat. It does have some nice translucency. Shall I try to make a point from it raw? Yeah, I should, because everyone wants to see that. I don't want to learn how to heat treat because it involves extra steps, like you said. So do it. Do the raw. Yeah, I know. I think I'm going to do the raw. That's a nice cutting edge. Yeah, it is. Sweet. Let me see. Let's try another. Let's try a spall. No, not quite. Getting close. Where is this from? New Mexico? Can make some New Mexico arrowheads. There's plenty to choose from. Let's see. Yeah. I can definitely make some stuff out of this. But it's going to be difficult raw. Yeah. Wait, just make a pie face, dude. You got a perfect opportunity to make a pie face. Just do it. Look at that. Okay, fine. Let's maximize it for the pie face. No? Yes? I don't want to make a pie face, a big one out of this. It's got issues. And I don't want to break out no tissues. It's got too many issues. I'll do it later. What else is in here? Uh-oh, something got smashed, crackled, popped. Now that's interesting stuff. I've seen points made of this stuff. Wow. All right, how do I break into this? I don't know. Like that? Let's do the thing. I can do the thing. What's the thing, man? This. Ta-da! Or voila. Or that's a pretty good spall there. Yes, it is. Yep. Nice. That can be napped raw. For sure. Am I going to make a big old pie face out of it? That's the first question. How do I get into it? I don't know. Well, to answer to both questions is I don't know. I don't know how to get into it all that well. But I can get into it slowly. Yeah. Not like that. I don't know. I don't want to mess it all up. Holy crolly. No, that's not going to do it. We need to break out the old steel. There we go. The mighty steel. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know. So what kind of stuff is this? This is a chert. Yeah. This is one of them cherts that's all broken, crackly. But it's still nice, beautiful material. It can be napped, and I will be napping it. Does not need no heat. Because it's already sweet. It's already sweet. Don't need no heat. Look what I did to it. Look at it. Cratered like the lunar surface. Dang it. What am I going to do now? It's getting more odd shaped as we go. More and more odd shaped. Yeah. I have no ideas. Just get spalls. I'm just going to get some spalls. That's all. That's all I can do is try to get some spalls. It's not good. That's all crackiola pudding. Yeah. I don't know. Need a good striking area. I'm trying to figure out how to get into that. Maybe I do that. There we go. Copper is so good. I'm so sorry, Bopper. But copper is so good. It's got cracks in it though. Voila. It's got little defects and stuff. But I like it. I still like it. Yeah. I just don't love it. Do I love anything? This comes pretty close to being really, really nice material. If it wasn't so cracked, it would be lovely. Oh yeah. It's hard not to love something lovely. Yeah, that's what I always say. I always say that. I don't know what to do with this one. Let's see. I've been distracted too much. Let's get rid of some of this. Crud flakes. Yeah, crud flakes. Some of these might be interesting. Some of them not so interesting. Yeah, this will definitely improve with heat. I gotta get my heat treating set up. I did some yard work today. I'll be able to get my heat treat set up like tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow's Sunday. What we got here? We got something that looks almost like quartzite. Yeah, it is a quartzite. That's gonna be rough. Yeah, that's not fun, and that's not creamy smooth. Like some of you guys think that just because it looks that way, it's gonna nap really nice. No. This looks like a rhyolite. Or a quartzite. It is a quartzite. Not fun. No, not fun at all. What can I get out of it? A lot of pain and suffering. I can get a lot of pain and suffering out of this. Yeah. Let's skip it. Let's see what else. And this is well packaged. I like it. Except look. Uh-oh. Yeah. The post office always drops these things several times. Yeah. If they could tell it's a box of rocks. Let's see. How many times have you dropped that one? Well, it seems like it's got a bunch of rocks in it, so you know the typical 9 times is what makes it good. Yeah, makes the rocks better if I drop them. I think that's what they say at the post office. Yeah, they must think it makes everything better because they do it all the time. This is a interesting stone. It is going to be tough. It's going to be tough to nap raw, but I think it can be napped raw. Yeah, it's just very crackly. It's not going to be able to be thinned. No, it's going to need some heat. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is very similar to quartzite. Just a fine-grained quartzite, almost a chert. And I bet you geologists would call it a chert. But as a nappable material, this is a higher grade there in this particular area. It's inconsistent, right? So this is the same piece, but this stuff is more difficult to nap than this stuff. Okay, even though it's from the same piece. Different spots on it are different. They're more difficult to nap in some areas than other areas. Okay, so I can't make anything super beautiful out of the rough areas, even though they might look exactly like the other areas. So nice. I can make good stuff out of good areas of the stone. Uh-oh, I could tell this is not nappable, but you never know. No, it's not nappable. Not in a raw state, anyway. What can I make out of it? Anything? In a raw state, or do I have to heat treat it? I can probably make something out of it if it stops being so steppy. Let me see. It's like a petrified wood, right? It looks something similar to that. Dude, just take some geology classes or something so you know what it is. That way you can become a better napper. No, it doesn't make me a better napper. It just wastes my time because I could be actually improving my napping instead of trying to look up what this stuff is and trying to be an expert in rocks. I just need to know if it naps or not. This particular piece, I can probably get something out of it, but it's not going to be pretty. No. It reminds me of a petrified wood that I've seen before. Nasty stuff. How do I explain it? It's grainy like a quartzite, but it's not. It doesn't look anything like a quartzite. It naps a little bit easier than, let's say, this stuff. I don't know what this stuff is called, but it's got big gold grains in it. This one is a little bit more finer grained, but it still has these defects. That's going to be a challenge. I got to look at the email that, let's see, Garrett sent me and see what I can see in the emails. I think he would like me to make a point out of some of this stuff for him in exchange. Yeah, this is a quartzite feeling type stuff. It's very similar to the other pieces. Yeah, this stuff. Yep. So I can see what he's done. He's been napping on it, obviously. Yeah, I would heat treat this before I did anything else to it. Yeah. This is miserable like this. I mean, I could nap this. Let me see. Let me write. If I don't write the name on it, then I'll forget who sent it to me. Yeah, I got it today. I'll try napping this raw, just like this. Okay, I'll put it in the challenge. I got a box of challenges in there. Little bin of challenges. Should I keep this piece? No. What's next? A big old honker. Oh, yes. Oh, we got different consistencies. Wonderful. This doesn't even heat treat. I've tried heat treating some of this kind of stuff before. Yeah, this looks familiar. They do have some of this stuff that looks like it has a moss agate type of patterning in there. Let's see. But it heat treats well, so that's what I would do. If it's the same kind of stuff I've dealt with before, this heat treats well. You know, it might not be necessary in some areas. Like I might be able to get a couple, not that one. Might be able to get a point out of that, just in a raw state. Yeah. If I can get a good piece. It's got defects. Let's see if I can get a clean little spall off of this. All right, so that I would definitely try heat treating that. Yeah. Now let's see if I can get a spall off of this way, because this is near the cortex. It's much better quality, it appears. Okay, ready? Ready? Yes. It's not a very good striking area. I'm going to really dent this up again. I don't know. We'll see. I can get an arrowhead out of that. It's just a tiny one, but I can get arrowhead out of that piece. Most of these are crud flakes. Yeah. Okay. There's a natural seam in there. Bunch of crud flakes. Dude, don't chip it to where you only get crud flakes, dude. Can't help it. It just works out that way. I'm trying to find one that I can nap on video. None of these seem reliable enough. That one is crud. Yeah. This one might not be crud. But see, it has these little areas where once you start getting thin, those little areas like that, this type of stuff, once it starts getting thin, it'll break right where that is. But if otherwise it's solid, I might be able to get something out of it. Just tiny though. Let's look for a bigger area. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can work miracles with this piece. I don't know. This area seems okay, but still, see that? Natural crack right there? It's natural. It means it's good, right? No. It doesn't mean it's good. Look at all that. I don't know, dudes. It looks like it might be interesting. Hard to tell. No, not supposed to. Not supposed to put up such a big resistance. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yes? Heat treat candidate. Although I might be able to nap this one raw. It's just got those defects. See that? They'll mess me all up. Yeah, these too. Mess me all up. This is kind of good right there, but how do I get that out of there without messing it up? Because I won't be able to get a big biface out of it. Just quit trying to get big bifaces. Yeah, I know. That's what I should do from now on. No big bifaces. No, because it's too much of it. Makes you stupid yourself to death. It seems smart, but then you stupid yourself to death when you try to do the big bifaces. What did they used to say? Oh yeah, smart yourself into being stupid. Yeah. Trying for the big biface sometimes will smart yourself into being stupid. That's what the saying. That's what the saying is. I don't want to smart myself into being stupid. By trying to get a big biface out of it. and then ended up with nothing. Ending up with nothing, I'd rather have a little bitty spalls that are somewhat good than all crud flakes and no biface. Or crud biface. I could probably use that as a tool by itself, you know, chopping up stuff. This might be okay. Yeah, some of these flakes, they'll heat treat right up. Yep. What does that mean, heat treat right up? Improve with heat treat. What's heat treat? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You worry too much. Crackiola City. Where'd you go today? I went to Crackiola City. Oh, yeah. That is definitely Crackiola City. Yeah. Okay. I won't even mess with that stuff. Nope, nope, nope. What is this one? I don't know what this is. Same stuff, kind of, sort of. It might be actually nappable in some areas. I might be able to get a biface. It doesn't seem to have really bad cracks in it. It's got some weirdness to it, but not really bad cracks, I don't think. Let me see. Yeah, that was easy. Yeah, I can get something out of that. Probably. Probably. Yeah, in a raw state. I don't even have to heat treat it. What's heat treat? Don't worry about it. Yeah, give yourself a heart attack. Don't need to know everything. Just go with the flow, dude. Yikes, I scooped it. It didn't want to do it. It didn't want to. I'm wondering, this doesn't feel familiar. I don't know how it will respond to heat. It looks like it would probably work. Yeah. Stick it in the turkey roaster for a few hours at 350 degrees. It doesn't really need it though. Not this stuff. Yeah, I'll nap this later. Oh my goodness, this stuff here is completely inconsistent. Yeah, we got concrete mixed with good stuff. Although it's pretty, it's got little crystals in it. This is a nightmare to nap because it's inconsistent. You'll get step fractures and nasties in that area as you try to thin, and then it'll nap really good in this other area, and you'll scoop it out, and there'll be scoops and steps, because you won't know how to nap either one because they'll mix you up. So that needs to be heat treated. Maybe it'll even out after you heat treat it. But I would not want to nap it in that state unless I want to torture myself, which sometimes I do, but that's only when I have never tried, stuff like that. But I've tried napping that kind of stuff. It's not fun unless you cheat with the heat. Yeah. This one you need to cheat with the heat with this stuff too. Yeah. It can be napped raw, but you end up with thick points. Yep. But the Indians, man, they used to make beautiful, thin, narrow notched points with this stuff. Like Toyas with all these notches and beautiful thinness. No, you ever seen Toyas? They're not that thin in many cases, unless they're made on thin flakes. Yeah. Or they heat treat this stuff. Some people don't know about heat treating, or they don't know what's good rock and what's not. They all think that this is the best stuff on earth. I got the best stuff possible. No, this is not good stuff. Not in this state. What's the heat range on this stuff? I don't know, 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 4 hours. That's the average. I think it'll work on this. But you never know, you might need 450 for 4 hours. I try not to heat treat more than 4 hours at the final temperature. Because not only is it expensive, it just isn't necessary in most cases to leave it in there for a long period of time. This looks interesting, although it's very grainy. It's not slick. Yeah, this is like a rhyolite. It's going to be tough. Although you can get thin flakes out of it because it's a big nodule right now, relatively speaking. I have to hit this extremely hard. So as it gets thinner, it doesn't nap this way. Look how smooth that is, right? That's deceiving. It's not an easy stone to nap. It's like a rhyolite. Yeah. A fine-grained rhyolite. It looks like it would be easy to nap, but it's not. The more ripples it has in it, the finer the grain usually. Like you can see this, you can see kind of a rippling effect right here on this, but there's none on this at all. So this stuff here is very difficult to nap. This one is much easier, and you can kind of tell by the rippling effect. And sometimes with the sound also. This might slick up with heat treatment. Yeah. I've napped this kind of stuff raw. Mostly for people at nap-ins. They ask me, can you nap it? Because I can't get nothing from it. Can't. Look at that. I scooped that one bad. That might not be too bad to nap in a raw state. As long as there's no defects, I can get something out of it. Yeah. But it's going to be difficult. Because I had to hit that really, really hard. And I had to hit that twice because it stopped. I think it's because it's not the same nappability throughout. Not only is it going to be a tough material, but it's going to be inconsistently tough. Yeah. That's a good tool right there, dude. Look what you can do with that. You can cut wheat. Yeah. Native Americans didn't have wheat. And cut onions. Yeah, cut onions, I guess. Wild onions. Or whatever. I wish there was wild watermelons and wild oranges and stuff. There isn't. Well, these are modern foods, man. Big old modern tomatoes and big old modern watermelons. Oh, dang. Where'd that one come from? That was an additional flake from the first series of hits. It gets better as it approaches this side. See how it gets slicker? Yeah, I can do something with that one, although it's kind of curved. That's an interesting piece. Yes, it is. I might be able to get something big out of that one. A lot of the stuff is just crud flakes. Right? Is that it? That's it, right? Yeah, let me. Yeah, I'll get to that later. All right, so interesting stuff. Yeah, inconsistent. It's good around some areas. There's a variety of different materials. So yeah, interesting stuff. This is smoother here than this. Yeah. I'm definitely going to need to heat treat 90% of this stuff. Although some of it I think will slick up really nice. This is going to be nice, yes. I have napped stuff like this before. I gotta be careful with this piece. I'm not gonna nap it right now. I've seen guys slab this kind of stuff and then heat treat it. But I gotta figure out what tool I'm gonna use to remove flakes from this. Um, this was working okay, but it's getting really dented and pitted. It can't make solid contact, so we'll see. This is by far the nicest piece because I can get big spalls. And then this piece is not bad, but I can just get little arrowheads. But they're going to be sweet. I don't need to heat treat this. But all the rest of it, yeah, whatever is this kind of stuff, I don't need to heat treat all that much. If it's slick, but if it's dull, yeah, it needs to be heat treated. But man, I scooped that really bad. That's a good cutting edge though. Just for a simple tool for something. Look at that. Yep. All right, there you go. That's it.